come into a deep squat, you should be able to do it. I am Roland Liebscher Bracht, and I will explain to you why this is so important and show you, or rather Ina will show you, how you can train this more effectively. The deeper you go down into the squat, the more flexible your ankle joint, knee joint, hip joint, and lower back become. And the advantages are obvious. You come down more easily, you can pick something up from the ground. You come with much deeper strength. Many older people have no strength left in their legs, in deeper angles. That means you can even get up from the toilet more easily and don't need those toilet seat risers that older people eventually get. All of this is a matter of training, and there is something very, very important. It has been found through studies that your mortality rate decreases. That means the deeper you squat, the longer you live. Reasons enough. See this as your personal challenge. How long does it take you to make real progress? And every challenge starts with a test. So now we are testing how deep Ina can go. But we have to pretend, please, Ina, go downwards. Ina is coming all the way down. The heels are on the ground and they come all the way down. This should be your goal. Go back up, Ina. But few people get that far. Go down a bit, Ina. Do not be surprised if you only get this far. The heels must be raised, thus touching the ground. When you lift your heels, you can easily go deeper. We will also use that for practicing later. But now we want to see the result, barefoot, without raising the heel. How deep can you go? If that's the angle, then have someone else take a photo of you from the side so you can see your angle. Or you come a little deeper, or a little deeper, or a little deeper. No matter how far you go, the goal is for you to come all the way down. This means that your buttocks rest more or less on the lower calf. That you have a straight back as much as possible. And that is what we want to achieve in this challenge. There are 4 key points that you need to consider so that you can improve day after day. We start with the first one. These are your ankle joints. The ankle joints must be able to replicate this movement well. So it must be nicely stretched out at the back. And for that, go a bit diagonally to the camera. Go back with your right leg, Ina. And now, first of all, make sure that the back foot points straight forward and not outward. It must point straight forward. For safety, it is better to go a little bit inward rather than a little bit outward. And then you position your weight so that in the bent right leg, the thigh is perpendicular and the torso is perpendicular to the extension of the thigh, the right one. And that means you're directing all your weight force into this leg now. The knee is pressed downward. That way you get exactly the stretch you need in this area. Do this for 2 minutes. Let yourself stretch deeper and deeper, but make sure not to lift the heel at all. The bladder must stay down. And then you switch legs. Let's demonstrate that. Go back with your left leg. No, stay like that. Yes, and now with the left one back, exactly. And now bend again, making sure you're standing vertically over the vertically positioned left thigh, and then you'll feel the force pressing down properly. But, attention, the foot is a bit turned outwards, so correct the foot to make it nice and straight. And you must feel like you are sitting on a stool, and all the weight goes down into the leg and is expressed here in the stretch. It stretches practically in the ankle joint at the back, sometimes felt in the front, and stretches into the Achilles tendon. These are the areas that need to become really flexible, so when you are down there, you have this angle that allows you to hold yourself down. You can also do this ankle stretch while doing other things, for example in the morning while brushing your teeth. Then you take an appropriate book, Ina, step on it with your left forefoot, so that you lift off the ground here. And then you put all your weight on the left leg, but slightly bend the knee, and then you notice the more you bend the knee, the more it pulls back here. So you push the knee further forward, but the hip stays back. In order to take all the weight on your left foot, You place your right foot on tiptoe so that all the weight is on the left foot. And now you can feel it really nicely in the joint or at the Achilles tendon as you raise your calves. This is the variant we do with a book. It's easier, lighter on the knee joints. Step with your left foot on the knee. Hero, now go back, put all the weight on it, and then go into the left knee. A bit more into the left knee, and let yourself be pushed in by gravity. The great thing is, electric toothbrushes always run for 2 minutes, and that is exactly our stretching time. 2 minutes left, 2 minutes right, and then you're done. You can keep on with your daily activities, and your ankles are much freer. By the way, you can get information about our wonderful knee hero here. The next important point for the deep squat are the knee joints. Start on the crawling position and move your buttocks further back, then move your hands back, further back, further back. Assuming you only come this far, then you practice here and let yourself be pushed further into the stretch for 2 minutes, millimeter by millimeter. You can always add more weight by lifting the body, then the center of gravity shifts backwards, putting more strain on until you eventually sit down. And sitting is a prerequisite. If you don't sit, then it will be difficult for you to get in there properly. It's a very simple exercise that you can always incorporate. I would also recommend to you what Ina and I often do. Simply eat in the seiza position, like the Japanese or other Asians do. Simply sit in the seiza position and then eat or read or even write something. Just as a practice, like brushing your teeth while being on the knee hero or doing the foot exercises with books as we did earlier, which don't take any extra time, you do them while doing other things. Key point number 3, the mobility of your hip joints. Most people, you probably too, can go down. Ina, go down and hold on a little. Yes, but no, not yet. And approximately at this point, they must lift their heels to come down further. Now come down with heels raised. And now you put yourself in this position, whether you are already so deep there or whether you are a little higher. Maybe here. It doesn't matter much. When you reach as far as you can, Ina comes down, puts her hands forward. That is the starting position for the next exercise. And now you do the following. Now you go down further with your heels as far as you can, because you won't be able to do it like Ina does. You probably still have the heels up, away from the ground, but move with your fingers forward so that you can hold yourself in this position. And now you notice this also affects the ankles, this also affects the knee joints in the form of positive stretching. It also stretches the back, by the way. This exercise mainly targets the muscle strands on the inside of the thigh. You are probably noticing this as well. And now stay exactly in the position that you can hold yourself in without falling backwards. So you keep going down with your heels, going further down with your heels, and you also practice that for 2 to 2.5 minutes. Key point number 4, final key point. The lower back. Sit like Ina and bring your knees to 90 degrees. Let them fall apart and bring the soles of your feet together. This is the starting position. And now try to reach forward towards the feet. Ina manages it easily because she has been practicing every day for many years. If you can't move further forward in that position, then don't be surprised. It's not bad at all because that is then just the starting position for you, which you always work on further. Then you would either pull yourself forward by your legs or you would take the loop or a towel and pull yourself forward with it. It is important that you continue to bend your back and come down very low with your torso. And then you notice how it stretches more and more in the entire lower back area in the so-called lumbar fascia, which is the deep back fascia. When you are as far as Aina, you can move back your buttocks a bit so that your knees are more extended, and then you can pull yourself down even deeper. And now how's your squat? It is such that your torso wants to fall between your legs, so to speak. And this is the final preparatory exercise. And now the first practical exercise. For that you need a wall, and this wall should be as smooth as possible. One can also do this on a cabinet that has smooth wood or a smooth surface on which one can slide easily. And now it depends on you. You stand so far away from this wall that you go down on your knees, please, that you, when you lean your buttocks and back against it, can straighten your back and lower yourself further down. It's better if you take your arms against the wall so you can guide yourself a bit. Go deeper, deeper, stop. Maybe it only goes so deep. Then you stay like this and try to go a little deeper every day. And eventually you will reach all the way down, keeping your back nice and straight, also avoiding arching your lower back. And in doing so, you learn to go down with a straight back. And when you come down, when you've reached the bottom, you can pull yourself forward again with your back as straight as possible. Or also reach for the knees and pull yourself forward at the knees, getting pretty close to the squat you are aiming for. And then you go back up. Maybe you can draw a line on the floor so you know where your feet were, and then you keep moving back with your feet. And then it becomes increasingly difficult, and you find yourself more and more in the position that eventually you are completely at the bottom and have a straight back. And now the second practical exercise with books, or our knee hero, but this time the other way around. Namely like this. We'll first show it with the books. Please come here with your feet and stand on your heels and the heels on the book, and now go down as deep as possible into a deep squat, and the higher the heel stands, the easier it is for you. We will now demonstrate it with the knee hero. Go up. Go on the knee stretcher, first at the highest level. It's easiest that way, and then you will notice when you go down, always go deeper down. Keep your back nice and straight. Now it's much easier for you, and now you just do it, but always go one step lower and practice coming down more and more without needing the heel to be raised. Let's move to the third exercise. You stand like Ina, take your feet a little shoulder width apart, a little wider apart, and at the beginning, first of all, you go a little outward with your feet. Then it becomes easier, and then you go down as far as you can, stop. Maybe you can go up to there, and then the heels would lift off, then that is your exercise. Maybe you hold on tight and wait until it goes a little further down again, 2 minutes every day, and then you go deeper until you are eventually here. Do the same there, and eventually you are all the way down and have achieved the position, and then you can vary the distance between your feet. Because the distances are different, the angles are different, allowing other structures to be stretched as well, and your hip becomes more flexible, more mobile. And since it's a challenge, check after 10 days how far down you can go compared to the first day before you started. But don't stop after 10 days. You only stop when you have really reached the bottom, and then continue regularly so that you don't lose the flexibility you have gained. And since it always involves gaining mobility throughout the whole body, it's about counteracting angles that have become too narrow because the muscles have become too short. Our channel is not only about these problems, but we also have many exercise videos on various topics. The older you get, the more flexible, the freer, the stronger, the more control you have, and the goal is to be able to do all sports at 103, so you can enjoy them together with your granddaughters and grandsons. Click here for more videos and here below to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell to not miss any of our videos anymore. Goodbye until the next video.